story in 5 words.
A story in 5 words. AI predicts your death date. Yeah, real barn burner. Okay, I have a 2-part question, Jennifer. Okay. Number 1, would you press the button to find out for yourself?
No, hard pass.
Why?
Why would I want to know that?
Okay.
What conceivable? Because then I'd just be worried about. No, I don't want to. No.
I don't want to know, but I can think of one reason why I'd want to.
Why?
I don't want to.
Okay,
I don't. It doesn't outweigh all the other reasons.
What would it be?
So I could start vaping right before. Because I had to quit vaping because it was taking control of my life and my mind.
Yeah.
And well, I mean, this was like 2 years ago I quit. But if I knew I was going to die anyway, then I would buy a bunch of vapes.
Solid.
After she had the baby, sickos.
It's all cooked now. You could start again. That's a solid reason, but still a no.
Yeah.
Okay, Kat.
Still a no, to be clear.
To be clear, she said no.
But if anyone ever did tell you, like, you know, sorry, you have X number of I'd be upset, and then I'd be like, all right, after I got myself together, I would go buy vape.
Bully, I'm assuming you would not press the button.
I'm torn because this is a very interesting question to me, because one of the questions I have always asked myself and I ask other people is, what if the Grim Reaper tapped you on the shoulder and said you got 5 minutes left? Because 5 minutes, I'll call you back in 5 minutes, I'll see you in 5 minutes. We're always like this 5-minute thing. What if death told you you got 5 minutes left? What would you do? Who would you call? What? So I don't know. I might want to press the button just in case there's anything left. Well, actually, after doing this show with you and everybody here, I'm done. That's it. I got these people over there. I'm happy.
Well, you'd vape. That's what you'd do in your 5 minutes.
Kat,
might not be enough time to get to the
check
store.
on your other halves?
Of course. Yeah.
You would?
Yeah, but I only have one other half, just so you know.
Yeah. Well, I was in general. I wasn't putting Cam out there.
Yeah.
But Aaron, would you press the button?
Why not? I mean, like, either way, this is artificial intelligence created by real stupidity. Out of all the things we can come up with, you know, they have put their time and energy into something like this, which, I mean, I'm going to say, really, I mean, there may be some accuracy, but I mean, how do you really tell that, right? And I think what we can do is monetize this. We can kind of make like a cameo for people that you hate, where you can enter their stats in, and then it predicts their death, and you could send them a video and mess with it. And I think that would be, I would get on that right
That's
now.
really mean.
Okay, I'd just like to say for the record, I'm never opening a email from you again. You know what? I don't want to know, because I think it would extremely change my personality. Like, if I knew I had 3 months left, the attitude I would have at work. I'm not going. You know? Like, hey, you know what? Rob a bank. Sir, you got 30 years. Not according to AI. So I think if you could have fun with your own mortality, I think that would, but again, I think it's best left to.
Because then also, what if it doesn't want to be wrong, so then it just kills you?
That's a good
What if that's how it works, where it's like you're going to die on this day, and either it's wrong, or it's got to make sure it's right and kill you?
We're just messing with too much. There is a point at which progress is not progress. It's not good. We don't need to know that. We don't need to switch up we don't need to sterilize ourselves en masse. We don't need to switch ourselves. Like, I don't want to know any of this. Just leave us alone.
It could be helpful, though.
No.
Like, if you're getting married, and right before they say death do you part, it's like, excuse me. Yeah, I'm in.
Well, you know, it's almost like, as a society, where, you know, like how we as humans are dealing with this. It's like when you turn 21 and, okay, you can legally drink, so you go and you go to every bar you can and kind of scarf down everything, where we're just kind of going wild. And I think temperance is going to be the key with AI. And I mean, we're seeing AI affect every single industry, or at least every industry is starting to have the AI conversation. And without temperance, we're going to have issues. So I think it's going to be very, very important, like how we use it, what do we use it for, and we got to get that straight first. But I'm still all for the monetization of the death cameo.
Right, just to send it to just ruin somebody's day. Well, no, ruin their life.
Yeah.
You're ruining a life. I mean, I don't think any feud is worth ruining
Or
a
you're
life.
helping them prepare for their death. Because like I said, we can vape, we can do a number of different things.
I've still not heard of one other good reason.
You're sticking with that as the best reason.
Yeah, all right. Gene, I know you're still here with us because I checked. Hit us one more time, Gene.
The show's almost over. Let's watch these ads for Relaxium. What the hell rhymes with Relaxium? Don't go away.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.